Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we're playing Disco Elysium, and in today's episode, we are going to set aside our murder investigation, at least temporarily, and instead, we are going to play diplomat in a quest to unite two opposing factions. Will we succeed? Well, without further ado, let's hop into the game. Let's see. And there's nothing in here, right?
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
I mean, we could drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
But the documents inside the envelope still lack the required signatures.
So we can't. We still need one more
It's not
signature.
going to be that easy. We need to dirty our hands with the signatures. I assume that's the goal here.
Okay, I guess we will. Well, maybe we can just head back to that area. Let's see. Maybe there's something in our little apartment we should see. All right, what's over here?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Hand-eye coordination? We could probably up that a point, right? I mean, why not? Just give it a little boost there? Yeah, sure, why not?
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line.
Okay, maybe we'll look
The
like a
sharp blade
respectable
chafes against your
detective.
skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Okay, feel your clean-shaven cheeks. Our picture
They feel
changed
so
down
smooth,
here.
surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
Was shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe.
Okay.
You almost look like a professional.
All right, that was what we were going for. All right, what else do we have? What is here?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
I wonder, is there anything we could do for electrochemistry? It's not absolutely impossible anymore. I'm just curious if there's something we could do. We could put this on. Okay. What else do we have for electrochemistry? Let's see. Look at all of our gear and see what we could add. But that was still pants. The pants we have on already give us electrochemistry. All right, let's see what else. This is, okay, so this is a shirt. Sure. What else? All right. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We changed 2 pieces of gear. Let's see.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft, yet crinkly.
Okay, take it out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Okay, we'll
By
check
the
that out
way,
in a little bit.
The raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur-le-Clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
Okay, maybe we used to chew this kind of gum. Let's see what our
An old
difficulty
mirror
is
hangs on
now.
the wall. You see your reflection in it. The
right.
expression fixed to your clean-shaven face.
It's
You're still not
58%.
accustomed to it.
We can give it a try. That's much better than like the 2% we started with or something.
Still not happening.
Still
It
not.
won't come off that easy.
All right. We're going to have to get some electrochemistry. Let's go ahead and change back into our other gear. Put our patrol cloak back on and our... let's see. Actually, I mean, those pants might be fine. Do we not have gloves on? Oh, we do have gloves on. I think this will be fine. Unless we have better pants, maybe something with logic. Let's see. No, I think that's okay. All right. So what was the deal with the gum wrapper?
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient temple.
Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
All right, what about the end of summer?
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich.
Okay.
There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Wait, where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
All right, take a deep breath. Let's give
Bitter,
it a good whiff.
citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take.
Okay.
Whatever petrochemical byproducts they used to create this artificial flavor have bonded tightly to the wrapper. Or is that just your memory filling the gaps?
Perhaps.
Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes, made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive.
Okay.
Your heart working overtime, trying to keep up with the panicked synapses firing all over your brain, moving liters of blood through you, panicking.
All right. So we got a new thought we could potentially look at. So we're almost done with some of these. Let's see. What was apricot chewing gum scented one? You have found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloomstalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. -1 reaction speed living in the past. But then, what, I wonder, I'm curious what we'll learn after we figure that out. That will be interesting to see. All right, so I think that's okay for now. There's nothing in there. And she definitely won't sign it, huh?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
All
What
right,
can I help you with?
we'll have to put a point into suggestion. All right, so we can't do that one yet. We have so many points that we need to figure out. All right, let's go ahead and go back and talk to the ravers about what they said in the church, right? Because we got some information here. We can go ahead and share with them what was said. We'll give it a look. All right, hopefully, I wonder what they'll have to say about it. So let's see.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Okay, he looks excited. The tips of his hair are sharp and white. The bleach has consumed almost all of the toothbrush on the mirror in front of him. Well, about the church, I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh, man. Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest, very spiritual. He gave me this odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love. You're right, he's a true narcomaniac, and the way he climbs, it was terrifying. Let's see. Well, that's what he did. He gave me this odd lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love. I mean, he did seem okay.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it. He clearly enjoys the physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak. There's something sinister going on under the building's roof. I think he's getting high or something. He clearly enjoys the physical activity.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Let's see.
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Of course he's a problem. He's a crab man. He keeps himself physically active, thinks spiritual thoughts, and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict such a person? As far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there, and you guys will never catch him. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind a nightclub at all, so we'll just tell him that, because he did say that.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Let's see. You're just going to have to live with the crab man. Don't worry, I don't think he really cares about you or anyone else. Yeah, I don't think he cares.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Right?
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah! Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Let's see. I was using the mainframe when Soona, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the Anomaly dance club idea.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. And she doesn't like it at all.
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution. I could go for another try. Bring down the hammer of the law. No, we're not going to evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Honor man.
Yep.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
Right, let her
If
finish
that's
her
okay
stuff.
with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
Okay.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Okay.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like anodic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it. We're not gonna lie.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
Okay.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
Well, perhaps if you dropped the drug lab, it might make it easier to convince her. Let's go with that.
Oh man, but the drug lab was like an integral part of getting the club going.
For me, it was my favourite part.
I'm sure it
Chemistry's
was.
great. Besides, imagine all the drugs we could do if we had our own drug lab. I mean, anodic music is great and all, but drugs, they make you feel really good.
My
and
guy.
the Julas feel really, really good.
Let's see, I don't have time to feel good. I'm a very busy officer of the law. I've never felt good in my entire life. I don't have time. We're an officer of the law.
Pull out that stick, lawman. You'd absolutely love drugs. They'll make you feel transcendent.
No. I refuse to throw out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
Alright, that's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Let's see.
The bow collector.
What did we get from this thought?
It's early in the morning. The world is dark blue. The sparks light her face, a delicate composition of triangles. The streets seem to grow longer, like in a dolly zoom. And there's something in the air as you stand there and wave back at the shapes growing smaller and smaller. Something that has always been there. A great see-through world. The tenderness you feel. The ghost of Revachol between you, carrying your signals. The holy messenger.
Okay. We get +3 shivers the third presence. Okay. Nice. All right. All right. Can we... Let's see. Where was the scented one? Can we work on internalizing that? Oh, we have to unlock slots. Unlock a new slot to research the thought. I wonder how we do that. I'm not sure. All right. Well, let's head on out because this is very loud. All right. Can we get any new conversation with her?
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
I'll help you, all right? Can't say. I gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
Okay. Let's see. What is this? The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. You gave her a hat. Your your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan?
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth. Which isn't much.
Okay.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she
Yeah.
merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Instead, you opted to admit the truth. It's the same thing.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise.
Okay.
May I ask, what did you tell them?
Then I'm going to decide after I've looked into the church situation.
Oh, right. That's wise. Take your time.
Okay. The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
I mean, we need to know, right?
She's less prone to blurting out, "Crab man," than the others.
Let's see. We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe.
Right. We met her.
She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression. Didn't say anything. Just stood still.
Okay. That's not especially frightening. Well, let's just say go on.
And then, you know,
We don't want to
right
be
behind her,
judgmental.
a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab. Down the church wall. I think the
Right.
woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
Yeah, okay. So we know who that is.
He stopped right before he got to the floor. Then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I turned around and walked out. End of story.
Uh-huh.
Like a crab, you say?
The lieutenant nods. His face is stone. I nod. I saw him. I saw the crab man.
You saw him? Does it mean that you went in there? Did you see the other spooker, the one in Grandma's clothes?
I did see them both, yes.
Good, so you believe me. You should go tell this to Andre. He'll know what to do next.
Okay. I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
Okay. What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Uh-huh. Okay. Maybe I'll ask about all this. Maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Okay. Empathy. Can we, like, put on stuff for empathy? Let's see. We gotta definitely improve our empathy if we're gonna try and pick that up. So let's see. What do we have that we can put on for empathy? If anything. Maybe nothing. Oh wait, there's something. Empathy. What else? Anything else for empathy? We got some shoes. Alright. Alright, and that's it. So, let's see if that helps us
Hello
any.
again.
It's still very low. Let's see. This is a white check. We could redo it.
The device is still warm from her touch.
Okay.
And heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice feeling miserable at your age or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your... It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent.
Maybe we can get her to talk about
It's
her
real.
associates.
Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
The dark. Nothing if you got this. Don't be scared. Let's see. What is coming for her? Nothing if you got this. Don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life difficult.
What is it?
Maybe if we talk to her, she'll talk to us some more. I think it's the plight of the working class. Everyone's just mooching off the entrepreneurial class. Shackling the doers. I think it's all these foreign people taking our jobs. People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. Sure, let's go with that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress.
Let's see. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for slow and steady progress. I just wish people will be a little more reasonable is all. Let's see. No, that's probably not it, is it? Yeah, pretty sure. Now I had some questions about something else entirely. Let's see. That's probably not it.
No, it sounds like you just got chick issues.
Yeah, now that you mention it. I found these letters I'd thrown in the trash. They might have something to do with it.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
Let's see. First, they had the faint scent of chewing gum on them. I could still smell it under all of it. They were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, did the reading them make me not feel good. Yeah, when we read them, we didn't feel good.
There you have it then. Chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
I don't remember.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
I remember her scent, and that's all.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise? Come to think of it, she could have written them to her lover. Let's see. I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise? I mean, maybe she wrote them to someone else and we found them. Maybe?
Come on, man. Don't be like that. I mean, maybe she did, but you don't know that.
Let's see. You're right. It doesn't help.
How come you don't remember, though? Is it, like, some selective memory thing?
Wait, what do you mean by selective memory? I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erased all memory of this world. Yeah, that's definitely what happened.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
I mean, look at her, who her associates
Or
are.
it might just be some psych book, no? Königstein wank.
Who is this guy?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Okay. You know, I'm not sure this made things any better. Thanks for the psych thing then. Alright, I had some questions for you. Let's see. Alright, I had some questions for you.
Sure.
Let's see. I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Well, just answer the question, please.
Sorry. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information
Still can't
on
get
them.
her to talk to them about them.
To the cops.
Okay.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but
Alright, well, that's it for now. Let's go ahead and change back into our other outfit. So we had these glasses for logic. Then we had some gloves on, right? I believe. Maybe or not. Interfacing, maybe not. Oh, maybe it was the shoes. Yeah, it was the shoes. Okay. We got our boots on now. Alright, well, I guess let's go in the church and see if we can make any more progress. If she's even still there. It is getting kind of late in the day. So it might be almost time to call it a day. We'll have to see. Let's head back into the church and see. Is she still here? She is still there. Okay. Let's see. Wait. What's going on? Cold wind blows in from the broken gallery, makes your skin crawl. What is this? Someone siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. Alright.
Yes, what is it?
Let's see. What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre and he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on. You don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Let's convince her to cooperate, right?
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Okay.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Okay, by your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the Doom commercial area?
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Actually, I've already been inside of there.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
Okay, and where exactly is the offsite copy?
In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss.
Alright.
You just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
Okay.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
I found a note from the Ice Bear fridge. It said the off-site copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It said the off-site copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislaw.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulisław Jawiza. He was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
She crosses her arms defiantly.
And the heads. I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
All right.
Valley of 1,000 heads. You like the sound of that.
All right, so I found the ice cream maker, but I couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
Oh, she's mad. Okay. All right, I'll go look for the off-site copy.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar. Okay.
And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice.
Nice.
It opens everything. If you get me the off-site copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
All right, awesome. Right, I'll leave you work in peace now. See, we did have trouble. We tried to use our pry bar and it just was not strong enough. So now we should finally be able to open the ice cream maker. That's awesome. All right, so let's head out. And then we'll head back over to the doomed commercial district. We should still have time to do all this. So let's see. We can do a shortcut going in through here. Since we've already explored this will be easy. All right. So now it's over here. Let's go ahead and equip the tool. All right. So we have it equipped. And we can hopefully pry it open with this giant pry bar.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
All right. Do we have anything that will increase physical instrument? Let's look. I don't think we do. But we'll make sure. Just to be... oh, wait. We do. Okay. That'll help us with physical instrument. We got to change clothes so that we're in the proper mood for doing all this work, right? Anything else for physical instrument? I don't think so. That's pain threshold. All right. So we got this. Maybe it'll help a little.
Is dead still. It
42%.
has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and
Let's
an
try.
electric ice groans and howls
Nice.
under the strain of your giant Qualsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open.
Awesome.
Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words off-site copy written on its side.
Okay.
Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
Let's take the filament memory. We could get
You
ice cream
gently
from somewhere
lift
else.
the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
All right.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
That's true.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
We were curious. All right. So let's change back. Let's see. That was... I think that's fine. Or no, this is the one we have. Our dress shirt. Okay. Let's see. You promised to help her with her project before the ravers moved in. I mean, let me look at it. Off-site copy. It's oddly fragile. Silver tape. This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. I am curious, but we also don't know how to use it. So it doesn't even matter anyways. This is like unimportant to our goal of a murder investigation anyways. So let's see. All right, let's go ahead and head back on over there. Let's see. It was at the church. We'll go in quickly. Let's give her back her filament. Because we got a goal, and this is really just a side goal.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, so about the off-site copy you asked me to bring?
Yes?
Brought you the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going to happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
She already inserted the filament into the radio computer's core, ready to close the door. What are you even hoping to find?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment.
Okay.
Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Something's very wrong with that filament memory.
Soona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Okay.
Here. I found it.
Where? Lean closer.
Hold on.
Let's see. She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps, and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Can I do anything? Or let's just say nothing. Let her work.
Just give me a second. I'm almost...
She clocks up her typing speed.
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
There's joy in her voice as she bumps her fist into the air. Congratulations.
Thank you.
She yells back with a grin. So where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
She points to the other end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic
Think you can
arch.
help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double check my calculations.
Okay.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Right? I'll go figure it out. I'm good with intellectual
Figure
puzzles.
it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that.
That's true.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Okay.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it.
But we offered
Yes,
to help.
but you like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Let's see. Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
All right. So, let's go do it. Actually, let's turn off the flashlight for right now. Wait. It didn't... What did we... Okay, so... What do we even have? Okay, there we go, there we go. I was so confused. Alright, so let's go see about moving those bowls. I don't know which ones are which, but... Alright, which one is this? Can we look at, like, the individual bowls? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still.
Right?
Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound.
Alright.
This task is an insult to your mental skills.
Move the fourth bowl from the left 5 centimeters to the
Some
right.
water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor.
Alright.
The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall.
Alright. Well, we did it. Let's go report in our success. And see if that helped her. It may be beneath us, but you know, sometimes there's nothing wrong with doing
Yes,
an easy
what is it?
task. I've moved the bowls. It was mind-numbingly easy. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
She stops, biting into her chapped lip. What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones.
Okay.
If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Why did you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it going to be just silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything.
Okay.
I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. What? You're overthinking this? You're right. We should be cautious. We don't know what we're dealing with here. Let's see. How about... What if we tell her you're overthinking it?
Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
So, let's see. Why assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
Death is scary. You can't just start over again. Or can you?
Let's see. It's scary, but we just have to face it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press unmute on the keyboard.
The lieutenant takes a step back. And then, nothing. Nothing happens as Soona, Loken and Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Well, if we say something, she's not going to be able to hear anything. Let's say nothing.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well? She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off the headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
She rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is.
Oh.
You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Okay.
This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Let's see. Perception. Alright. Let's see if we have anything for perception. Maybe we'll actually be able to hear something. Let's see. Perception. I feel like we had things for perception, but maybe not. I'm just constantly changing clothes. That was minus perception. Okay, so we don't actually have anything for perception. We don't have enough points to skill up, so I guess we'll give it a try.
Yes.
It's a
What
white
is it?
check. We can always try it later.
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace.
Alright.
And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air.
Alright.
What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Soona, take off the headphones. What if we just need a better sound system?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Well, you see there's these guys in a tent.
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls. causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
Right?
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
Murmurs the lieutenant, inspecting the damage done to the arabesques.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
But they could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
Mm-hmm. She closes her eyes as more dance music invades the holy silence of the sanctuary.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Great. Now go talk to them
Sure.
then.
Let me know how it goes. Thanks.
All
officer.
right. Nice. All right. We're making progress. Let's see what they have to say. Maybe they'll let her use their equipment a bit. Oh boy, it's the back and forth. We are definitely being the what do you call, like, we're moderating a conversation between them, basically. You know, it's crazy. This is only, like, our third day. We're almost done with our third day. I don't see anything around here. Alright, let's head back in the tent and talk to them and see what they have to say.
Hi
Alright.
again. So, how are things going?
Let's see. I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment. I'm here to talk about the church again.
Yes? What's the deal?
So, good news. I managed to convince Soona. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music.
The speed freak smiles, happier than he's ever been before. You're going to have to share space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research
That's
finished.
fine. We can manage.
Okay?
And what about the side business? Have you made up your mind?
You mean the drug lab? Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's illegal, you see. Side business, I don't know what you're talking about. It's illegal. I'm not going to set that up.
Oh man, really? You're a complete ballbuster. Fine, we can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
All right. Nice. Did they leave some stuff here? Is this like papers? I guess not. Is there anything else around here? Did they take her inside, I wonder? Let's see, is she inside or is she still stuck out here in like the rain and cold? I think she's inside now too. Awesome. Alright, well, let's head back into the church and see how this is all working out. And maybe they'll be able to hear the silence now. Or the swallow, whatever noise it's supposed to make. I'm curious now. We've been negotiating like crazy all day. Right. Now, let's see. Where did she move her stuff? Okay, so let's see. What does he have to say?
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000!
He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
He looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning out the sound.
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
Let's see. We gotta ask different people. Andre, Estelle, Egghead, Noid, Soona. Or I think I've come up with a name. Oh, well, we can ask all of them. What do you propose as the name, Andre?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Says the girl with the microphone.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Okay.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
All right, Estelle, what would you suggest?
How about something simple, like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Egghead, you must have lots of ideas.
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Okay.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
That's all he can say.
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
All right, Noid, give me your 2 cents on the issue.
The amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
All right, how about you, Soona? What do you think?
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
How about you, Kim?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're
Okay.
not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
All right.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
All right, I think I've come up with a name.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
Of
But
course.
Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
Yeah.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
A light beam washes over the dance floor, bathing it in a violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat.
Observe his movement. What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
It performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves?
Oh, we would have to change into savoir-faire.
Goodbye, officer.
Let's see, can we change into savoir-faire? We got to get our disco clothes on if we're going to do this, right? Let's see. Savoir-faire. I know we have quite a few of those. Where are they? There. That's minus savoir-faire. Minus. Is everything minus savoir-faire? That's plus savoir-faire. Only one? Really? Let's see.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
White check. That's still really low. I don't know. I feel like we would lose. I've been meaning to ask you, what's with the
It's
hair?
to express my individuality.
Okay.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Or is it because you're balding? Is it important for you to be an individual? Or is it because you're balding? Really? Why would we say that? That's just mean. Let's just say fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway.
Alright, that's it for
Goodbye,
now.
officer.
We're not gonna dance because we have a very low savoir-faire right now. Maybe later. Can we talk to anyone else?
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
He looks around the hall, examining the carpentry.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you You really came through for the hardcore underground.
All right.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him
Because we're
is rattling
nice.
from the
I don't
base.
know.
Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Let's see. These kids got spunk. I admire that. Better here than in that tent. It wasn't safe. I'm a corrupt cop, Kim. This is a correct scheme. It's better here than in that tent. It wasn't safe.
Okay.
The lieutenant keeps it laconic. Let's see. Noid, what do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
How old do you think this church is? Over 300 years?
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it. On the coast here was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude, the sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
Okay.
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
Let's see. What style is this church built in?
A cop who's into building critique. Okay then, this is folk DeLoreanism, lawmongerer. It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
Might as well increase our knowledge, right? And what is DeLorean architecture like?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
What would a DeLorean building look like?
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin,
Okay.
white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical.
Okay.
Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal. You know, marriage, virtue and tyranny.
Let's see. The church isn't painted white as far as I can tell. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look white.
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside.
Maybe.
Before the sea wind took all the paint off.
I guess so.
Year after year, flake after flake, whitewashed clean, then covered in green moss.
All right.
Slowly peeled by the wind, your skin crawls from the sensation as you look around.
Okay. What did you mean by dead bodies?
Dead bodies are perennial plants.
Oh, okay.
Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total.
Spiritual collapse?
I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, cop man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away.
Okay.
They had sensed that she could no longer see them and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live.
I guess so.
End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
Where is that quote from?
A Sarais man who lived a long time ago. An ancient hardcore brother.
What you're saying is you're not a fan of the Innocentic system?
A 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history. Built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core.
Okay.
The way he says it, the force in false core, is invested with 20 kilotons of disgust.
Let's see. But you guys said the Ecclesiastes were all about love and hardcore before, remember? I even agreed with you about this Ecclesiastes being okay with this, and you proposed dance music will supplant the system. Let's say, and you propose dance music will supplant this system.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
Okay. How do you like the glasswork?
I don't. Giving me the evil eye.
That's her Innocence Dolores Day. Mind your words. I'm getting some real negative vibrations from her here too. Or from her too. You wanted to get inside the church and now you don't like the stained glass
I
window.
didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
I mean, I guess not.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love.
Alright.
Mass murder on the floor.
But she's the innocence of humanism. Humanism seems to be a pretty big deal around here, but she's pretty. Yeah, but like, who isn't accused of being a mass murderer these days? I do feel there's something terrifying about her. Isn't she supposed to be an embodiment of the world spirit? Would you say she was, you know, human? Yeah, I'm done talking about her. I don't want to think about her anymore. Isn't she supposed to be an embodiment of the world spirit?
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit.
Okay.
This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
Let's see. Would you say she was, you know, human?
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator.
Alright.
That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, they hate this too. Point to yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. I had thousands of fans. I am surrounded by love and support all the time. She was a player. She played us all. It's just a game to her. I don't know. I feel like this is going to make us have a morale check. Let's talk about her. She was a player. She played us all.
Yes.
He lets go of the suspenders and they hit his chest with a slap.
This speed freak does not quite understand the sudden escalation of emotion in that argument, but he agrees nonetheless.
Alright, but she's the innocence of humanism. It seems a pretty big deal around here.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs.
Okay.
And many, many more tons of sugar.
I guess
She
so.
liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know?
Let's see. Let's just say I'm done talking about her.
What a strange choice of words. Caustic. Overflowing with negativity.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about it, please.
Let's see. How are you settling in?
Hard to say, Cop Man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I
Alright.
did get to talk to the crabman, though.
You mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's
Alright.
seen some crazy, but he's actually a lot like us.
What do you mean?
The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him.
Okay.
Good thing you didn't squash him.
Alright. Let's see. That's fine. Take care, Noid. Alright. Who else can we talk to? Can we talk to Estelle? Where is she at? I'm actually hearing stuff here. I don't know where she's at. Maybe she's up front. Let's see. We could try talking to Egg.
Denarian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Large speakers are set up behind the young man blasting a familiar
He stands
song.
on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning.
Okay.
The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
How do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place!
Hey Everett, welcome in. How's the investigation? It's going well. We're playing Peacemaker.
The first page of the second chapter!
His voice echoes all around the grand
Could
hall.
it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
Alright, goodbye, Egghead. Let's go talk to Soona. What do you mean, file not found?
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see that your neighbors have moved in, but all I hear is hypnotic dance music.
What?
She leans
did
closer.
You say?
You barely hear her over the thumping bass of hypnotic dance music. I said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you! The music is too loud!
The project, how's it going?
Oh, the project! It's not going well!
Why?
There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekokata! A place to be, apparently!
Okay, I'll speak to him, and we'll see what we can do.
Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes!
She does jazz hands to mock
Let
him.
me know how it goes!
Alright. Let's talk to him. See what he has to say.
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore!
Alright, Ed, can you please route Soona's signal through your
To
speakers?
the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
It's 3.5, no doubt about it. It's on the ground. Point to it.
She uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh
Hmm.
no, we're going to be in this church forever.
That's what I'm feeling like.
Don't worry. I have an adapter for it right here.
Okay, he searches for the cable on the ground, picks it up, looking at the jack.
Hang on. This is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Alright, with a grin, he sticks the plug into the auxiliary line in. You hear a satisfying click. Hey, Akania, welcome in.
Whoa, thank. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him! Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg the music.
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the on for just a sec. For a special scheduled event.
Oh boy.
The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
Okay. Alright, let's go talk to her. It's the back and the forth.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, I talked to Egghead. He plugged in the cable. You can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum!
Shouts Egghead, a great smile still adorning his face, larger than a red dwarf star.
Maximum is the only way!
Oh boy.
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Blue
Okay.
style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to Metzum.
Oh.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what Egghead is trying to say here is the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
She shrugs, consigned to her fate.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Oh man.
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
She looks around the church.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Okay.
Born ready.
Says Andre.
Ready.
Yells annoyed.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods stoically.
Oh boy. Alright, let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
She lifts her hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural.
Of course.
The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls.
Huh.
In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you.
We're
not
like
in the speakers,
on the
not
fight.
in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate.
Oh boy.
It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Oh man.
Guys, what's going on?
There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboard fills the air, joining the chorus.
It's getting louder.
Says Noid, his eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basins.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Huh.
Oceana! Mother of Mega!
You hear Egghead yell, then something else, but his voice is growing
He's
faint.
peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
What's that weird rattling sound? It was in me at first. I never heard anything this hardcore in my life. What's that weird rattling sound?
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks as if she's alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
Is all the glass gonna just shatter from the sound waves?
Is going to come down. No, the roof.
She looks up. A screech fills the air. A scream of wooden nails. The pillars of the church twist and creak above and around you.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Are we gonna, like, destroy the church?
Come down to us! Love!
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists.
It's gonna, like, destroy the
A
church.
great pulse arises in your flesh.
Okay.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody. Start tapping her foot. Yeah, we should stop it. Soona, mute it. Everybody, don't panic. It's beautiful. What are we going to say? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what we do. Don't panic. It's beautiful.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
I guess.
It doesn't stop. A seal?
Uh-oh.
Have you?
Oh boy.
Yes, I've turned it off.
She yells, holding the contact mic in her hand.
Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Yeah, it's gonna collapse.
I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop.
Oh no.
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead is in the desk.
And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Oh boy.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
That's not something I ever expected to hear him say.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
Oh boy.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Oh man.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. I need to send some letters now.
I mean, I guess her experiment was a
Thank you all
success
for
then.
doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Let's see. Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
Right?
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that? I've never heard anything like that.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically,
Okay.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's
Young
your
boy?
ears adjusting after the exposure.
You're gonna write Sulislaw?
Yes,
I don't know
our
how to
lead
pronounce
designer.
that.
And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers, if they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear. They
Mhm.
need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording, although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now? Are you going to
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
Okay.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
All right.
I don't care, but thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Yeah, we cannot form a theory on the 2mm hole in the world. Pale unknown. We don't have anything about that. I'll let you work in peace now. Okay, will
She's
Estelle talk to
whistling
us now?
mentally, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree.
Okay.
But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
What for?
For getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Lloyd is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control.
Right?
Soona, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. Behind that radio computer of hers.
Of course.
She doesn't talk to us much. And the crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Now, can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know?
Tell me about Soona.
Ah, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time.
Okay.
But earlier today, she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
Alright, what about Tiago?
Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters.
Right.
I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Oh, he talks to Noid? What for?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do? Yell up at the tower?
Right. Alright, about the
Who
others?
do you want to know about?
About Andre.
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least.
Isn't that her boyfriend?
He takes care of Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
What has he organized?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work.
I imagine
Must
so.
have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from.
An
Andre's
augury?
not super intelligent.
He's
I've never
organized
seen him
but
so
stupid.
psyched about anything though. And he's off in sight. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high.
And maybe
I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know.
on life, on his mother's love, relaxed girl, we're police officers, but we're corrupt, rotten to the marrow. You can tell us about drugs. Okay, on life?
Yes. Anyway.
Let's see. Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Let's see. Could be his balding. Him thinking it's his last chance. Why would we say that? Tell me about the
Who
others.
do you want to know about?
Tell me about
He's a
Noid.
four-burger, I guess.
We're
like the
obsessed
rest of
with him
us.
balding.
Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
No, I mean for breakfast, of course, for a living. Yeah. Let's not be sarcastic. Yes, what does he do for a living?
He's a carpenter, trained and all.
Interesting.
He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere.
What kind of mindset is that?
He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
Okay. And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
What is this pilgrimage you're talking
It's just
about?
something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock. Or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Let's see. Well, I'm sorry, have I not told you I'm a raging alcoholic who recently drank himself into an oblivion so deep he can't even remember what sounds like the biggest street in the city. Let's say I haven't been down Boogie Street.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
Let's see. I might just do that if I make it there alive.
Yeah. I hope you do.
Okay, tell me about the
Who do you
others.
want to know about?
What's the deal with the egghead?
What do you mean?
What does he think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
He told me as much, but what exactly is a party boy?
Melodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revershall are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
Anyways, no offense taken. Go on.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in.
Okay.
He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I'm sure.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them.
That's true.
Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you...
Yep, everyone starts yawning.
Anyway.
He looks around a little embarrassed of the enthusiasm of his interjection. Well, where is he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from. Or who he is, really.
Uh-huh.
One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forberg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the than lures. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamro, on the dusty slope of Mont Martin,
Okay.
the remotest possible area of Revachon. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
All right.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah. It was in Coal City.
Okay, she figured it out.
Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak.
Okay.
It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine.
He just adopted them.
People are sweet.
She says
You
quietly.
can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two.
Okay.
Who do you want to know about?
Do tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Yeah, I forgot. Tell me about yourself.
I told you, I'm a silver bird.
Okay.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of something.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
But I'm a police officer. You have to answer me. Fair enough.
Thank you.
All right.
Sure.
Catch the silver bird reaction speed. Well, that'll be another check we can do maybe someday in the future. That's interesting. I really wonder about her, like what her story is. But for now, we'll have to let that one go because 3% is not going to happen. Well, it seems we now know what the sound of silence actually sounds like. And in the process, we got to name the nightclub. So that was pretty awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, and the links are in the description. If you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Leara27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.